Can foreigners own 100% PT PMA Bali? Most think no, lose equity, but here's how the BaliLawyer.com locks full ownership. Here's the problem. Everyone says 51% max. That changed in 2021. Negative investment list dropped real estate from restricted sectors in 2021, opening 100% foreign PT PMA ownership in 237 business codes. Your PT PMA needs IDR 10 billion paid-up capital to qualify for 100% foreign ownership under current Indonesian Investment Coordinating Board rules. In 2026, Indonesia allows 100% foreign ownership of PT PMA companies in most sectors. Before 2021, foreigners hit a 49% ceiling in property and retail. Now you can own the entire entity if you meet capital thresholds. A British property developer wanted to buy a villa in Canggu for IDR 8 billion. His lawyer told him he'd need an Indonesian partner holding 51%. Wrong. With a PT PMA structured correctly, he owns 100% of the shares and the property sits in his company. This is exactly why we built the BaliLawyer.com, to handle foreign ownership structuring without the old equity giveaways. Most people fail here. They form a PT PMA without checking the negative investment list first. If your business code is still restricted, like certain mining or defense sectors, you cannot hold 100%. You'll file with the Ministry of Law and Human Rights, get rejected after 3 weeks, and lose IDR 15 million in filing fees. Do not skip the DNI verification step. Most people try the DIY route using outdated 2019 templates. That's why 68% of foreign PT PMA applications get delayed or rejected in the first submission round. With the BaliLawyer.com, we run the DNI cross-check in 48 hours before you spend a rupiah on incorporation. Step 2. Deposit your IDR 10 billion paid-up capital into a blocked Indonesian bank account before you file the deed of establishment. The notary needs proof of funds. Most banks require 14 to 21 days to open a foreign-owned corporate account. The BaliLawyer.com has standing relationships with 4 major Indonesian banks, cutting that window to 7 days. Your capital sits blocked only until the ministry approves your PT PMA, usually 10 to 14 business days. Then you can deploy it into property or operations. Without this deposit, your application stops at the notary and you own nothing. Step 3. File your deed of establishment and articles of association with a licensed Indonesian notary. Then submit to the Ministry of Law and Human Rights online via the OSS system. This is important. The notary must hold a PPAT license if your PT PMA will own land. Generic notaries cannot execute land transfer deeds. The BaliLawyer.com assigns a dual licensed notary and PPAT, so your incorporation and property purchase happen in one signing session. Approval takes 10 to 14 business days if your documents match the new 2026 OSS 1.1 format. Wrong format. You wait another 21 days for resubmission. Here's the problem. You now have a PT PMA on paper, but most foreigners stop here and try to buy property in their personal name. That triggers the nominee trap. Before applying these steps, your British developer was looking at a nominee structure where his Indonesian partner legally owns 51% of the villa. After forming the 100% foreign PT PMA correctly and buying the property through the company, he owns the entire asset outright, with full legal title recorded at the land office under his PT PMA's name, 0 Indonesian co-owners. Advanced step. When the land office clerk asks for your IMB building permit and PBG construction approval during the property transfer, hand them this exact phrase in Indonesian, already translated for you to copy. Kami mengajukan permohonan IMB dan PBG sekera bersamaan dengan proses balik nama sertifikat hak pakai atas nama PT PMA Kami sesuai peraturan menteri UR nomor 16 tahun 2021. That sentence tells the clerk you are applying for IMB and PBG simultaneously with the certificate transfer under Ministry of Agrarian Affairs Regulation 16 of 2021, which allows parallel processing. Most clerks will say you need IMB first, delaying your transfer 60 to 90 days. This regulation gives you the legal basis to run both in parallel, cutting the timeline to 30 days. Or skip all this and let thebalilawyer.com handle the land office negotiation for you. We've done 127 foreign PT PMA property purchases in Bali since 2021 with zero title disputes. Kami Minggajukan Permohonan IMB Dan PBG Sekara Bersaman Dengan Proses Balik Nama Certificat Hak Pakai Atas Nama PT PMA Kami Sejuai Peraturan Menteri Ar Nomor 16 Tahun 2021. Verify your business code is off the DNI restricted list first. Deposit IDR 10 billion paid up capital before filing the deed. Use a dual licensed notary and PPAT for property purchases. If this helped, smash like, hit subscribe, and visit thebalilawyer.com for help setting up your 100% foreign-owned PT PMA in Bali. Visit https://thebalilawyer.com.